I've decided to change things around a little bit. I am restarted my secondary account. Just because the way I started that secondary account and did the videos on it.
Welcome to Morton Dock. Make yourself comfortable while we finish some preliminary ship checks. My name's Theo Acosta, and I'll be running your Pilots Federation evaluation. Most pilots assigned to me earn their license, so as long as you follow my...
I don't want to interrupt his nice chatter, but you'll be doing this yourselves on the startup.
Before you ask,
basically,
I may sound like an Imperial, but I'm actually from an independent system.
The way things go.
Today we'll be covering the basics of flight control, combat, and frameshift drive use.
Through this, I'm hoping my volume overpowers his talking.
Mostly you'll follow a series of objectives.
I forgot how much he talks.
These are shown in the info panel at the top right of the head-up display.
At the startup. But when I started this previously, I did mining to get myself to Elite Jameson's fairly quickly. So I want to restart it since the profits in mining have gone down so much. I want to go and start it all over again and show you a way to get stuff done, how you can get going. I think I've got an idea on how you can do it fairly quickly. Well, not to Elite, but a good ship pretty quick.
Other applicants are departing for their own evaluations, but this isn't a race.
So I am
pace.
using an X52 Logitech HOTAS system. You can do it mouse, keyboard, the same thing. It's just little differences in flight controls and things like that. I'm not really worried about looking around. That's what they're talking about there.
Remarkable, isn't it? For so long, humanity.
So we'll just sit here.
We're not distracted by one of Earth's many wars. And now,
if there's a way to skip this, I don't know what it is. If you know a way to skip it, put it in the comments.
Your first task is to demonstrate basic ship movements. A ship's trajectory is primarily controlled by pitch, yaw, and roll. Perform each of these now. Good. Now increase your throttle to accelerate forwards. Decrease the throttle to resume a stationary position. Your throttle can also be pulled back from zero to engage reverse thrust. As before,
jump the gun.
In the opposite direction to cease moving. Inputs confirmed. Looks like you've got the hang of individual controls. Let's see if you can put them all together. Your next task is to guide your ship through a series of checkpoints. Head towards the course, following the target indicator.
Alright, we're going over here.
The course weaves through an orbital structure and is designed for the novice pilot.
Okay, they won't let me adjust my pips yet. I don't have boost yet. We'll go ahead and run through this stuff.
Accelerate through the first checkpoint when you're ready to start. And we're off. There's no time limit, so maintain a comfortable speed while you familiarize yourself with the controls.
And as you can see, this is telling you which direction you want your ship, and then you just pull up to turn, make your turn. The indicator right there. Because you won't always see your next target like that last one. Next time I get a really good difference.
It's good practice to consider the angle and speed of your approach. See the blue marker beside the throttle gauge? This indicates the optimum turning speed.
He's talking where my throttle is down here. Now, a good person that's used a mouse and keyboard and lots of time on it can probably go pretty quickly and easily just using that. I played with the HOTAS systems for too long to be very good mouse and keyboard anymore. Okay, so here we're going to go in sideways. You always turn better by pulling up and back and then trying to pivot your ship this way. You'll always turn better rolling the ship and then pitching back to make a turn or pitching down.
Boost function greatly increases your speed, but use it wisely.
Your boost does it, but also you'll go faster
That's the last checkpoint.
if you're able to move your pips around. And they'll go over that here in a minute.
A new icon has appeared on the sensor display in the center of your dashboard. This represents a nearby beacon, which you'll soon scan as part of your evaluation. Target the beacon before we continue. You're going to use your ship's data link scanner to analyze the beacon, but you need to deploy hardpoints first. Good. Most external modules are installed on hardpoints.
I'm not going to worry about it now,
Control is back with you.
but
The beacon is relatively small, so you'll need
this is not my preferred button for scanning it.
Tend to scan the object, not become one with it.
Still out of range. Come on, come on, come on. There we go.
You can scan the beacon now. Well done. The data link scanner is a versatile tool that connects with network interfaces and various data points. You need to move to another area of this star system to continue your assessment, pilot. Rather than travel for the next year using your thrusters, you can employ the ship's frameshift drive to increase your speed by a few orders of magnitude. As you've already secured your ship by retracting hardpoints, we can proceed. Throttle up and engage Super Cruise.
Okay,
Readouts look good.
they are doing the flight.
Towards a velocity comparative to the speed of light, measured in C. Super Cruise is used to navigate within a star system, allowing you to cover significant distances in minutes. Usually you'll retain control in Super Cruise, but on this occasion your ship's computer is following a preset path. This is a good time to familiarize yourself with a couple of the cockpit panels available to you. In the top left of your HUD is the comms panel, which displays pilot communications and contacts across several channels. The top right is your info panel. Entries here mostly relate to your ship's status, computer messages, and events happening around you. Ah, there we go. Welcome to Lightspeed.
Get themselves in here. I'm going to go ahead and throttle all the way off, since but they say they've got control of the ship, and if I remember right, they do everything, but when I'm doing the computer does my driving and things like that, I always go to 0 throttle. If you're using...
We'll introduce the basics of combat. Several static and mobile targets will be provided around the decommissioned megaship. We'll also cover some situational information about weaponry and target tracking. Yes, you'll get to shoot those weapons you saw earlier.
I'm going to hold off talking about things that we're not dealing with yet until we go and do it.
Astronomical bodies have a gravitational effect on the FSD, reducing your ship's speed. The closer the body, the greater the effect.
All right.
The frameshift drive is disengaged. Welcome to the combat zone. Before you start shooting, however, try analyzing the megaship with a data link scanner.
Okay, it's going to let me scan already. Done.
Well done. It's often worth scanning objects you're unfamiliar with to learn more about them. Next, you need to activate your weapons by cycling to a different fire group.
You going to let me do it now? All right.
You'll notice that your weapons are now listed on your HUD. Fire groups allow you to manage your hard points efficiently. Let's begin the combat evaluation. Destroy several of the canisters. Your ship has 2 weapons installed. Make sure you use both your primary and secondary triggers. All weapons have an effective range, so you may need to move closer here.
Okay, so as you can see, the pulse laser doesn't do a whole lot for hull.
Thrusters are particularly useful for navigating around large structures. Why not give them a try? Your cannon will automatically reload until the ammunition supply runs out.
Compared to the cannon.
Your laser will fire until the capacitor is depleted, at which point it will need to
How many do we need to do? Okay, one more. And then bolt.
Quota achieved. Let's dial up the challenge a notch, shall we? An unmanned craft has arrived nearby. These drones are used by the Pilots Federation as target practice, and they're quite harmless. To continue, bring the craft into your sights and open fire.
The first one's no big deal. He won't fire back or anything.
Nice work. You may have noticed that multi-cannons are effective against unshielded targets. Another craft has arrived. This one is fitted with a shield generator. Helpfully, your burst laser is a thermal weapon, which excels at stripping away a target's shields.
I'm not liking it because I can't adjust my pips.
Consider me impressed. Your final target has dropped into the area. This time your opponent will fight back, but its damage capability has been greatly reduced. Your target will not react until it registers shield damage. Engage when ready.
As you can see on the 3 triangles, the one that's solid is the direction the ship is going.
selected your destination for you. We'll cover selecting destinations manually soon. The mass lock indicator on the bottom right of the dashboard is active. This means a large object is in close proximity, preventing you from engaging the FSD. To resolve this,
Can't adjust the pip still.
safe distance away from the megaship.
We have moved. Jumping.
The mass lock indicator has gone out. When you are ready to travel light years in seconds,
Forgot to retract my weapons.
FSD.
Weapons cannot be deployed to jump. So we'll get this going. And now that we're here, I throttle off, because you always come in facing a sun, or I should say a star. That gives you plenty of time to maneuver. You're still traveling a little bit, so don't walk away whenever something like this comes up.
Technology has made the task of leaping between star systems appear trivial. Never let this simplicity distract from the marvel humanity has achieved. Your next stop is Quello Station. This time we'll employ the Supercruise Assist module to guide
Not
your
sure where
approach.
that is.
Open the external interface panel to your left and select the navigation tab. Highlight the starport in the location list and then select Supercruise Assist. It's the second
Okay, there we go.
Never mind. You've got it. With the destination selected, throttle up and aim towards your target.
We're throttle up, it's taking out control,
Will help you orient yourself.
and I've got my throttle off.
Good.
Ship
Your
will take
ship
us
is
in.
bound for Quello Station.
So, as of now, as you can see, we've got no balance, no cost to rebuy, no notoriety.
Take a moment to review the interface panels
So,
of your chair. The external panel is primarily used to interact with the
we'll go with
galaxy
that.
around you. For example,
This is what he's
access
talking
maps,
about.
display contracts, and review nearby objects. Meanwhile, the internal panel displays information about you and your ship. You can adjust module functions, check your records, and access the codex, among other things.
It's not giving me any functionality right now.
New pilots often wonder what their first step into the galaxy should be.
Okay, and because of what my plan is, and what we need to do, it limits what our ship's going to be able to, we need right away. So, here shortly, they're going to give us a ship, and I'll go completely through the ships and tell you why I'm picking one instead of the other.
Your ship is also emitting one. The position of each correlates with their respective sensor display icons. In a moment, we'll be going through the docking process. This will cover docking permissions and a standard landing pad approach.
And we're about to drop out at 1 million miles. And drop.
Welcome to Quello Station. This is the final stretch. You'll dock here shortly, but I'd like you to position your ship near the starport's access corridor first. Starports are the backbone of humanity's operations throughout inhabited space. They provide mission boards, the commodities market, a number of specialized contacts, and various ship facilities. Most pilot business is conducted via the Starport Services interface. I recommend familiarizing yourself with this screen when docked. Good. Ease off the throttle and hold position here. Oh, and try not to block the access corridor. We'll be using the docking computer for this landing. You can always dock manually in future, of course, but practice in a training simulation first. Whichever method you use, all ships must seek docking permission before approaching a landing pad. To request docking permission, open your external interface panel and select the Contacts tab. Then select... Correct. Well done. Docking assist has been engaged. You've been assigned landing pad 3. The compass will point towards your designated pad.
Now, what we can do here,
7.5 kilometers
Nope, it won't let us do it. Um, when I'm doing this, you'll see it here in the future, not too far in the future. Do 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 do. There's some other music and stuff I'd like to play in the background while this is going, but you know, trademarks and stuff. I've been in pretty big kick on listening to the acapella group Home Free and also the acapella group Pentatonics. Voice plays good. I just usually not in the mood for just fun. It's kind of what I call their music. It's like funny type of songs. You know, that's not me. All right, we're here.
Congratulations, Commander. Your evaluation has been successful, and a license is being assigned to you as I speak. We just need to finalize your credentials.
Enter the hangar. Into the hangar.
It's time to blaze your own trail across the galaxy.
Okay.
The manner in which you do so is up to you.
While you're in these modes right here, you can't use your mouse to navigate. Oh, no, I'm gonna have to change this up again. Okay. All right, allows me to do it. Okie doke. So, you've got the choice between these two. We are going to use the Horizons because we want the setups to be able to land. The difference is a little bit in performance, jump range and stuff on the startup because of having the lander and everything. It's got a 2-ton cargo hold, a vehicle bay with an SRV and a planetary approach suite. Where if we do this one, it doesn't have any of that. But if you look at that jump range, you can see the difference. We're going to go ahead and use this one. We'll go ahead with Rattler. Continue it. Done. And that's what we have on our ship, is that little 6-wheeled contraption.
Welcome to your
All right.
ship, Commander. Your pilot's Federation license has been issued, and you're free to traverse the galaxy as an independent pilot. Before launching for the first time, allow me to quickly introduce the basic interface for mission contracts. Almost all pilots will use the mission board at some stage. A contract has been assigned to you. Active missions are displayed in the Transactions tab of the external interface panel. This time you'll need to travel to Mawson Dock in the Dromi system. You can select these destinations on the navigation screen of the external interface panel. If you'd like to practice your journey first, I recommend the training simulations accessed via the internal interface panel. To review what we've discussed, select your comms panel and scroll through the recorded text. I'll contact you at Mawson Dock if you decide to complete this mission.
Now we're here.
If you choose to take a different path, then I wish you luck, Commander.
Outfitting. We don't have much money. Our hard points, these lone pulses are just fine. They're gimbaled. Core internals, basic, extremely basic items here. Because it's all loaned out, nothing of that real good value. And you can see, you know, it's going to be some credits to do it. So on and so forth. So, optional, we have a shield generator, basic, loaned out to us. Planetary approach suite, advanced docking computer, super cruise assist. I'm not sure what we've got here. All right, nothing I'm going to be interested in at this station. Let's take a look at what that paint job they offered us. Browse this. We can go and buy these other paint jobs, so on and so forth. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to keep it stock. No problem. Okay. We'll go ahead and take off out of here. And right here. Otagene. Shahar. Back up one. Actually didn't need to back up. Dromi is where we have something to do. Looking at this mission board again. Actually, we need to go galaxy map. Otagene. Okay, this is all of these systems with this indicator. If we do not leave those systems, we are good. These are the safe start systems. So we do not want to leave this bubble here until we're completely done with what we need to do. And there's a mission here for us. We have some missions that will go here. And I don't recall what the other ones were, what the other system was. I know one was here. Let's go ahead and pick up the Otagenes. You always look at the distance. Aldrich Station, Otagene. We're going to go ahead and accept that one. Same place. We'll accept that one. Shurer. Or however that's pronounced. Is right here. A little bit further away, but it's still in the safe area. But look at this distance out. It's a good distance out. So we're going to back out of that. Go into here. Open this back up. Actually, for now, we got a lot of time on these. Let's go ahead, open the galaxy map. Now, because it's the start system, we're good to go like that, where we have system information. Even though we've not been there, we have the system information because it's a starter system. So what we're going to do is go turn in these 2 missions really quick. And I generally let the system launch me and land me. I can do it, I just prefer to let it. Now we can actually move pips around. This is the way I always have my pips going. 4 to the engines, 2 to system, which is your shields, nothing to weapons unless I'm actually using weapons. And with it set up like this, we're at 217. Reset that back to where it was. And 158. That's why I do it. We're out of mass lock. It's a class G star. That doesn't matter yet. We'll get into that here once we go to leave these systems. Actually, Drami's the one with the... we can't do anything now because of that. Let's take a look. Get ourselves a safe like this. Let's go ahead and go to Mawson Dock. Where is it? It's back over here. We'll land at Mawson's Dock, see what the mission is that he's got, he wants to offer us. With this ship, I'm not going to worry about it yet. Fire groups. Discovery scanner. Is always my number 2. We'll do a discovery scan through here. We're not going to get anything for it yet. We have to get out of these systems, but this is some data we can use. Just by honking systems, you make money. Should have done it before we left the last system. My plan is to do a hybrid approach. To what I used to do. The very beginning of this is going to be the same. I throttle up, boost. I'm below 7.5. I can now request docking. I've got a slot. I get myself closer, throttle back, and the computer takes over. Depending on how many ships are in the system is how fast I'll go, or how close I get to the system before releasing. Okay, as of right now, I can tell by the icons, when we started this, we're not in solo play. There's 2 other players here because they're empty, hollow rectangles. So there's 2 other people playing right now in this area.
Well done. To complete the mission, access Starport services from the menu in the center of your dashboard. Then select the mission board from the General Services list on the left of the presented screen. You'll be able to hand in your assigned mission to the Pilots Federation representative here. This will formally complete the mission.
Boom. That's 10,000 extra credits.
Well done, Commander.
We'll take it
Proven that
for
you can
doing
control
nothing.
systems and navigate the mission board.
This is
From this point,
Matet,
you'll be choosing your own missions.
Orna,
A variety of
and look at
contracts
that. We've
available
got
throughout the galaxy that require a skill
this one. We're already headed over here.
Once again, there are training missions available to
So
practice
we'll
a
accept
variety of
that.
controls and challenges. The pilot's handbook found in the internal interface panel also provides a wealth of advice on most professions.
You've got Matet. We can
I
go
look
back
forward
to,
watching your progress, Commander.
if we wanted
Make me
to.
proud. This is Theo Acosta, signing off.
What do we have in this system? Okay, this right here. We have a high. We're not going back to Matet. We're going to be coming back over here after doing the that mission we have. For that system scan we just did in here, we can't sell it at this one because it's the same system. So go ahead and launch. When we get to the next system, I'll show you what we made just by honking the system. We're going to have close to 80,000 credits. Odagene is back over this way. Behind a planet. Get off the mass lock. I have set this up to do this. I'll go over that when we land. I want to see off to the side. Doesn't help. Okay. What I did is in the options, controls, this Super Cruise right here is what I did. Without doing this right control, you can't, you have to be targeting your place to start your jump. Like we are now. Without targeting something, you just can't jump. Or I should say you can do it, but you have to be pointed at the thing if there's something obstructing. And what I forgot to do, uh-oh. Okay, there it is. Honk in the system. You have it set up so every time you jump into a system, you automatically hit that button. Automatic. We're going to Eldridge Station, Super Cruise Assist. We're locked in, good. We've got an Asp Explorer in the area. We've got this one also. Let's see what Aldrich Station has. Let's see here. Not in that notebook. No. No. It's not in my notebooks. It's on loose paper. Start getting all my loose paper notes back around. I am so prepared for this. I don't feel like, even though we don't have anything on board, we wouldn't be attacked. I just don't feel like messing with it. Get back on target. Go back on Super Cruise Assist. All right. In these situations, night vision on. That allows us to see oh so much better. We are within the zone we need. So let's go ahead and let the ship fly us in. All right. Let's see if I can find what I'm looking for. And the reason I always let it dock itself all right, this is one thing I need. We're going to keep that one off to the side because we're going to be using that one later today. All right. And I've got my other one. All right. Yep, we're good. And what I was trying to pull up or find before I do anything else so we don't get in trouble, I'm going to go ahead and top off our tanks. Go into Starport Services. Okay, there's no ship things here. We'll look at that later. Did we get any? No. So in these systems, you can't do that money. All right. We're going to do that. Boom, boom, boom. So we could go and just bounce around in this safe system, making a couple 100,000 credits an hour. Outfitting, let's see what we've got options on. What I was looking up is my scratch pad for ships and what we're going to want. We're going to want 3 to 5 million to do what we want to do. Core internals. Okay, no options. Here, you know, we're not going to downsize that. Let's see what we get here. No, that upgrade would be nice, but I'm not looking to upgrade that. Yeah, we'll leave all that there. Let's see what it has for empty. No, 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 no. Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right, so not seeing what I'm wanting. I need a better station. System map. There is no better stations at this one. We just came out of Dromi. Let's see if we can get a mission board back to Dromi, because there's a better I really would have liked more than that. Oh well, we're only going to get one. I would have really liked to have a bunch more than this. But what we're doing is we're going to go back and see how much of the stuff we need we can pick up at Dromi. Because we need 2 items to make money. And we're going to need a different ship. Because this ship just doesn't have the slots we need. But by having that SRB from the get-go, that's 20,000 credits we don't need to earn. To equip it on our first ship. Come on, get us out of lock. There we go. What we need is a fuel scoop and a surface scanner. And we don't have enough slots. Well, we do. But in a way we don't. Not to do it really efficiently. We do need to upgrade to the Mark III. So, Moss and Dock, here we go. Behind us. Don't flip around to the sun. Go ahead and dethrottle. Okay, we're not in line of sight. There we go. It was hiding behind the rings. Our surface scanner's a level 1, but we don't have a good enough slot for a fuel scoop. So we do need to upgrade our ship. Now, as you can see, it's just sitting there spinning. This is different. Usually, the entrance lines up with the planet. But it's not going to this time. It usually faces the planet. For some reason this time it's facing the space.
Access granted. Set down on landing pad 3-1. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Okay, after we land and see what Moss is, this should have a shipyard on it. Let's see what ships they have. The Cobra Mark III would be the lowest level one I'm looking at. The DBX would be nice also.
Landing complete. Commence system shutdown.
Mission board. And as you, like I said already, the data, those missions we're doing, the courier jobs, do not take any cargo space. So you can do them at any time and get some decent money coming back from them. You know, we're already over 100,000 credits. The shipyard, what options do they have? Sidewinder. They have the Eagle, a hauler, an adder. They have the Mark III. The Viper Mark III. Not a big fan of that ship. They have the Cobra. The reason I'm keen on that is we got better jump range right off the get-go, but we've got more bigger size slots. We'll be able to go and move our lander into this, and we'll have a couple extra ones above that, and we'll be able to get a whole bunch of other things going. So, the reason I said $3 million is that's what it's going to cost to fully set up the ship the way I want it to do what we want. So, it's got all of that stuff. It probably has some of the other things we'll want. Okay. Not really upgrades on this stuff. Now maybe they will on the bigger, for with the more higher end ships. I think we'll still be zeroed. Yeah. Mission board. Don't have a whole lot of these. We have a couple here. But you saw the kind of cash we'd be making in about 30 minutes. If I was really working it, a couple $100,000 an hour is what you could realistically expect to make doing that stuff. What we have here are resource extraction sites. If you are careful, you can do the highs right off the get-go. It doesn't matter. So I'll show you what we do here. Okay, good. Transactions, no outstanding transactions. I want to do one thing. Exit to main menu. Continue in solo play because we were in open where there's other players. I want to be in solo play. That way, as we're getting going and we are so low on the equip system, actually, while I'm thinking about it, okay, it's still that way. I don't want to show fleet carriers because there are just too many of them around. Lock that in. Launch. Clear this stuff out. I don't like having the alerts up there. So now that we don't have any players in the immediate area, we don't have to worry about getting ganked in the starter zone. Not very likely, but I'd rather do it now and know I'm safe than get going and really start moving and doing the stuff I want to do today, and then we run into issues. Do. Come on, Masslock, go away, go bye-bye. I want to boost, but we got to be coming close. Something big's by us still, though. So we're going to head over here. We're in combat mode. And if you do this and take your time at it, you can make a lot of money pretty quickly in high danger zones at the start. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to skip a couple steps because we can. knowing what's going to be coming up next. You do not want to go over below about 6 seconds on your approaches, because if you do, you're going to overshoot. If you go into options, you can keybind 75% power, and at 75% power is where you need to be to maintain your speed and everything. So what we're going to do here is a couple things. One, you have to target the ships. You want to target as many ships as you can and scan them, because you'll get some information for them that you're going to need for later on with engineering. And I am going to go and I'll redo Dav's Hope, Jameson's crash site, and some of these other locations that you get engineering items from also, and also we're going to hit the ones we need for all right, some other things. Let's go ahead and find these ships. What you want to do is look around for weapons fire. I haven't seen any weapons fire yet. You see how he's marked as wanted? We could fight him if we wanted to, and we'd be fine. But there's a trick to what we're going to be doing. Untypical shield scans. That is an engineering item. Okay, he's wanted. This guy's, all three of these are going to be wanted. But what we mainly are going after is more scan datas. See, he's wanted also, and he's under fire. It's a Mark III, so he's not going to last long. He's not going to be worth a whole lot either. But when he gets down to like 20, 30%, he's going to try and run. He might get away. And I didn't get a good... It doesn't matter if he jumps, he's gone. He's clear. But over here, we got this stuff going on. Anaconda, this is going to be a payday. You've got all of these green are system police, because that's our reps up with them. We need to hit them. That bums me out. Wasn't paying attention. That would have been several 100,000 credits. But we didn't get in on it fast enough. But if you stay with the law enforcement ships, they'll do all the heavy hitting for you. Like this guy, he's hovering right around the law enforcement. They haven't gone after him yet, though. But with our real lightweight weapons, okay, they're going after this one first. It was a little soon, so unless they get him with a big ship, we're probably not going to get credit for him. Now we'll get credit for him. He was wanted, 115,000 credits. So we'll come back over and see who else is getting shot at. He's still wanted. That's going to be a good payday. This ship is going after somebody. We want them down on hull, so it doesn't take much before they go boom. So we don't want them targeting us with our weak shields and everything. I'm hoping they finish him off before he jumps. Yeah. That right there, those 3 ships is equivalent probably to the Anaconda we missed on. Fer-de-Lance will pay good, but we need to have it come up as wanted before shooting it. Okay, it's wanted. We're good to shoot it. He's still at 84%. $55. All right. We've got hits on. And that should be a couple 100,000. Almost 200,000. Chalk Belly, the Viper, is wanted also. Now, another thing you can do is just fly around and scoop up all these things. This is all engineering materials. We just keep looking around, stay with the law enforcement, and look around for combat. Why not? We're here, so's it. We're just going to scoop this up. It's not worth much, but it's an engineering item. Okay, not that one, not that one. That is who they're shooting at, the courier. I don't think we're going to get close enough. We got him. But was he already down? Nope. Boom. So as it's sitting right now, that's a Viper. That's not worth all that much. Limpets, yeah. Canisters we don't worry about. Fiddle gunship. Those things can pay out pretty decently. Federal gunship on that. Timbley's and a Mark III. Yeah. I hear combat. And they're firing on them. His shields are down. You got to keep an eye on it because they've got some pretty heavy hitters in the immediate vicinity. I usually have, when I do a lot of this, I'll have my speed up and a bunch of other things to be able to help me out. My little things don't do hardly anything. But it doesn't matter. You just have to get recognized of hitting the individual. Another gunship. So we're up to 665,000 credits in what, 20, 30 minutes? Okay, and his partner's in an Eagle. I'm hoping for something bigger. Viper. And not only that, by doing this, it'll help you learn how to target off your radar. Okay, they're going after the Viper. You do not want to get blown up doing this because you'll lose whatever credits you had coming to you. And that's why I always stand back, let them get them down a pretty good amount. If I was in a setup combat ship, I'd engage because it wouldn't last long. But we're in the starter ship with very basic items. He's going to try to escape. And I don't think they've got enough stuff here to put him down. He's out of here. Just in case, that's why I lit him up. But I think he's getting away. Yeah, he got away. Thought I saw some weapons. The gunship. But the problem is, it's just an eagle going after him. That fight is not going to go well. So unless he gets some backup over here pretty soon. Especially since his wingman came in. Okay, they've got backup. There's an anaconda shooting at this thing. That's why I actually engaged it. White sauce. Ooh, that hurt. I do not want to hit him anymore because I want them to do most of the damage so I don't pull threat. He's holding, his shields last a long time with a anaconda on him. We've got a pretty empty system here, so I'm going to go ahead and just scoop up some stuff until some more targets show up. Every little bit of this helps. Oops. Wakes don't do anything for me. I don't have the scanner. We are going to want that here soon. We got some fighting down that way. go ahead and head over there. We want some cash. Asp Explorer doesn't pay a huge amount. Neither does that. Wanted. Both those guys are wanted, so I'm not going to mess with them. I'm getting a mix between friendlies and unfriendlies over this way. We're up to 700, almost 740,000. Okay, who do they open up on? Because they're both wanted. That ship is gone. Bye-bye. And they go after the Asp Explorer. This is one of my favorite exploration ships. It doesn't have the range of the DBX. I just like it for some reason. As you can see, their beam weapons don't do much on hull. They'll sit and hammer on this guy for a long time. But there's getting to be a lot of them here, so we're hitting. The benefit of using a pulse laser, when you do this, you don't do a lot of damage. So if you accidentally hit one of the system patrol vessels, you're probably not going to do enough damage unless it's a real bad hit for them to flag you and start going after you. And I am thinking right now to very shortly go ahead and upgrade ship. This little Imperial Eagle decided to go after one of the biggest ships in the game. If we had, this would go a lot better if there's a bunch of Anacondas here. That's it, he's done. That's what I'm really hoping for, and the reason I don't want to go and leave is I'm hoping for a bunch more Anacondas, Fleur de Lance, and ships like that to show up. The Viper, Asp Explorer again. That looks like some pretty heavy duty weapons fire over here. Let's see what we've got. But yeah, we definitely need to upgrade the ship. I'm seeing some big ships here. That looks like an Anaconda here. A Python, okay. There's a Python flying. That's wanted. An Anaconda, like I said, I thought I saw an Anaconda over there. But the problem is, I don't have a big batch of law enforcement here. That's what I want. These two ships right here would give us half of what we have now. So I'm hoping some more big security vessels come in the area. Imperial Clipper. That's another high dollar kind of ship. Not as much as the Anaconda. But let's see if we get some system police over here. I'm going to go ahead and retract my hard points. Oh, man. I think they're going to bug out. Here's the system police. And it's all with timing. And they've got some big ships on their side, too. Ah, dang. Those guys are leaving the general area. The Eagle, 2 Eagles are taking on an Anaconda and a Python. Yeah. Yeah, system authority vessel. What is this guy? He is... The DBX has no business fighting those guys. He's going to go down. He's wanted, so he's a clean target. Even though it's the guys I really want to get involved. Oh, he's getting out. I think he's going to make it. Yeah, he's going to make it out. Finger off the trigger. There they are. Okay, his shield's down. That's one of the ships I'd really like to see going down. Okay, promoted. Weapon combat. Yeah, that guy is... Who's he hammering? Think system patrol vessel, yeah. His shield's almost back up. We've got some more system patrol vessels coming in, so we'll be able to get these two. Bounce back and forth. Looks like they're hammering the Anaconda first. And that's the biggest pain in the behind, is to try to keep track of who's getting hit hardest, fastest. The Anaconda's the top dollar winner here. And he's got some pretty good sized ships coming after him, so we'll stay on him. $70, $60, yeah, he's going down quick. Okay, so now I've got to watch out for that his partner, because that Python will engage, because I shot his buddy. 200,000. Come on, give me a good one. Give me good. Give me good. 150. Dag nabbit. I was hoping for a quarter. Here's the Python. And he will go down quick since they got the Anaconda down. We've hit him. He is not getting away. There's too many big ships on him. Oh, yeah. Bye-bye. Blow up. So that gets us over 1 million? Yes, we do. So about an hour, we've got 1 million credits by doing this system. I'm going to go ahead, retract. Let's go ahead and hit Mawson Dock. Lock the destination. What just jumped into the area? We're not going to worry about it. We're out of here. Okay. I think I saw gunfire. Did I? Okay. So that message I didn't bother with is we upgraded our combat. Nothing too high end here. I don't see hard points out. Oof. No, we're going to stick around. Those are two high-end ships. And we've got a bunch of gunfire in the area. That's a system vessel. That's only a Sidewinder. We're not too concerned about that. For the Lance. That's a money ship. DBX is not a very big money ship, but with this kind of firepower on him, he is not going to last long. Now, if they will only go after these two, I'll be a happy camper. Especially that ship. I love the ship. Actually, I prefer the cutter, which is one above this. I shouldn't have gotten in between them guys. Come on, let me get out of here. Shields down. With the amount of system control vessels here, that guy, neither of these are going to stay up for very long. $63 on that one. 92, yeah. We need this guy. This guy's going to be first. His shield's almost back up. They're going to have to break his shields again. %. He's shaffing. It's amazing how many things of shafts the NPCs could have. Go down. Come on, go down. And yet more shaft. Blow them up. Okay, he's done. And the other one went down already. Dag nabbit. I think that... Alright. Still doing that. Come on, I'm getting away from them. Alright, let's go this way. Let's go more out into the system. It will do this from time to time. usually because of big ships by you or something like that, but they're not. And I should be flying away from the rings, which I am. Oh well. So what it's saying is I'm that far, I'm too close to the ring, the remnants of the rings. And this is where having good thrusters and stuff comes in handy. You can get in and out, get close faster to the fight areas. As it sits, 1.25. We'll be able to get our Mark III, some components. Oh, that's what it is. Those guys were following me. Anaconda. Those system security vessels kept on me. Kept close enough. The Anaconda is such a big ship, it slows you down. All right. We're engaged. Drop down. Moss and dock. Assist. We're aligned. Let it do its thing. We'll go and sell our stuff off. We won't be able to equip our ship all the way up, but we'll get enough that it will greatly increase our capabilities. Now, in the past, what I've done is I got myself up to around this area now, again with cash, got my Cobra Mark III, went back, got another couple million, went back and got as many parts as I could upgrade as I could before leaving. I'm going to skip that step. And we'll see if we can get the parts, the components I want. Because we need a surface scanner to do what I want to get done. Surface scanner and a fuel scoop.
LAC Charlie to Hotel Yankee. This is an independent SAR system, Commander. Request docking permission prior to touching down.
And we've got this ship here. Type 9 Heavy going in. We'll go ahead and scan him as we're waiting.
You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
See, look at that. We collected some stuff by doing it. Okay. FSD. Actually, we don't even need to do that. Engineer filter. Turn that off, and we're going to go and look at just what Felicity can do. Dang it. Just what Felicity can do.
Touchdown confirmed. Clear to disembark.
Okay, so she's frame shift drives. We need a lot of wake echoes. But what she also does, come on, where's it at? Mechanical scrap is what we need to pick up for this stuff. And we also want increased range frame shift drives. We need a lot of atypical disrupted wake echoes. And we'll be able to get a bunch of that kind of stuff by trading out. But first off, the next thing we're going to do, I'm not going to worry about fueling because we're going to be getting rid of this ship. Contacts, authority contact, redeem all. Okay. Those contracts. Did not give us anything in the trade. Running those missions didn't either. So, no big deal. But we've got a decent amount of credits coming to for us. So now we can go ahead and get this ship. Actually, exit that. Going to go to outfitting first. Optional. Store it. Back. Now we'll go into the shipyard and get the Cobra Mark III. And I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the Sidewinder. Because that Mark III, the Sidewinder, you can get it for free. It's a loaner ship. You can get it for free if need be later on, but we're not going to need to. So we go back into Starport Services, outfitting. Okay, so we still have our two little pulse lasers. Not that we're going to use them. Let's go with core first. Frame shift drive. Let's browse it. Okay, the best we can get here is this one. I would prefer a lot higher level, but that's a pretty good upgrade for distance. We're going to go ahead and get that. We're going to at least, yeah. Before we keep going, look at your insurance. Never fly without rebuy. So you always want to make sure you have more balance than what your insurance would cost you. And what I'm doing is by getting derated on a lot of this other stuff, it takes more power, but it's the lightest item. The ones we have now is 10 tons. We go from 12.95 to 13.28. We're going to try to increase our jump range as much as possible. I always run D-rated life support. Yet again, 5 tons to 2 tons. All right, what do we got? What have we got? We still got a decent amount. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the sensors also. Optional. We're going to go ahead and we're not going to need shields all that much. We can't, they don't have a D. That would have been nice. You buggeroos. They do not have really very good fuel scoops here. We want, this is the one thing we're going to be paying money for right now. We want as good of a fuel scoop as we can get. We're going to go ahead and get the best they offer. It doesn't get us much. Is what I'm looking for in the utilities. Did I? No. Okay, they don't have it here. All right, so we're not going to worry about it. We want a surface scanner. No, that's not what I wanted. The modules. Okay, so what we want, actually before I do that, just for the ease of everything we're doing, we're going to back out. That's always number 2 for me. I'm not going to upgrade the weapons and everything because I'm not planning on using them. 800,000 credits. Okay. Now that I've got that up. All right. I'm in drumming. Okay, this one right here has what we need there. Let's also look at fuel scoop. I know we're not going to be able to afford an A. I'm thinking we can afford a D. Okay, this is the first. This one has both of them. So that's where we're going to go. So we go into Galaxy Map. We're going to do 2 things real quick. Number 1, start class. 1, 2. Okay, this is what you want to go in here when you first start. KGB phone. So KGB and then FOAM. It is the first 7. You always want to select these because you can refuel at these stars. And what we want to go to is the EHE Kati system. Okay, why are you not? EHECATI. I don't know why it's not giving us that system. It's not all that far from where we're at. Oh, that's why. It's not an I. It's EHECATL. That's why it wouldn't give us the system. That looked like an... I took that as an I, not an L. So we're going to go there. It's going to take us 2 jumps. Why it's taking us 2 jumps? There we go. Now it's 1 jump like it should be. It was on the economical route, which uses less fuel. So that's going to get us the two last things I want.
Ship detach complete. Departure authorized.
I messed up. If you exit and go back, you're on the landing pad. Starport services. Outfitting. Optional. This. Transfer. Transfer to the ship. That almost cost us some money. Okay. Now we can launch. And by opening the map back up, we've got our destination locked. That was almost a couple 20,000 or so credits worth of boo-boo.
Restrict speed until clear of the station perimeter.
Now, ideally, we want a better frame shift drive also. So we're going to get the surface scanner, see what the 4D fuel scoop costs, and then see what we can get by way of a better... Oh, it's already so much nicer having a faster ship.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Have a safe trip, Commander.
Better fuel scoop. We don't have to get a better fuel scoop, but a better fuel scoop comes in handy. So the primary thing we want is the best frame shift drive we can afford after getting the detailed surface scanner. All right. We got to change modes. See. Yeah. That would take forever to fuel our ship up. Okay. We're going to Michelsonport. Actually, we'll do that. We've got a line. As you can see, it would take forever to fuel at that level. So we will be getting a bigger fuel scoop, as big as we can, looking at frame shift drive capability also. So what I'm going to do is get the detailed surface scanner, because that is the number one thing. I want to deactivate. Okay, this system's already been mapped out. We've got an Earth-like world here somewhere, but we're not going to worry about that. We'll deal with that stuff after a bit. Let's go ahead and go back into the ship flying us. the other side of the ring.
Delhi Charlie Hotel Yankee. This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorization only.
And we'll go ahead and get our docking.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 0.
Alright.
Automated docking approved. You may now hand over control.
Okay, we've got that and that. Got to Jameson's first, and then we'll go after the meta alloy. Alright. What that message is going to be, I already know what it's going to be.
Docking restraints engaged.
We lost our starter system. We can't go back there anymore, which is just fine. Why we have the exclamation mark up there, I don't know. Okay. Outfitting. We've got enough cargo that we don't need to worry about it. There we go. Surface scanners. 250,000 credits. That sounds like a hard hit, but we make that back really quickly. So, let's see what frame shift drives we might be able to get. Ooh, that would be nice, but we don't have the credits for it yet. So what we're going to do, here's my view on it. I'm going to go and get, I can't get the B. Well, let's 0.03 tons a second is as good as that one will do. A lot faster, even faster. Let's see, is there a 4D is a whole lot faster. And it doesn't cost much. 4C would work even better. We don't have the credit for 4B. This is the one we want. But as you see, it's almost 3 million credits. So, we're going to go ahead and just do think of the 4C for now. Shield generator. Okay, they don't have a 4D. They have a 4D, a 3D though, and that would bump us some more light range. And all we need the shield for is protecting us from bumping into something. And that fuel scoop, that. Core internals, 3D, D. Okay, we're good. Yes, we know. Okay, so anytime you change stuff like that around, you have to go into this. And that's all I need. Okay, now we come over here. We could go, oh, it's a long distance out, but we could go and make some more money here. We're not going to worry about that. We're going to go and see if we can get to HIP 12099. It's going to be a long ways out. Oh, yeah, that's a long ways to go. Fastest route. Look at all that distance. Now, you see how there's a dotted line here? And then it's solid over here. What that's saying is we can get to this point without fueling. To get past that point, we have to fuel. That's what the fuel scoop's for. I'm not sure what the distance of the amount of jumps right now, but if we went to economical route, we'll back up. 25 jumps. If we go into economical route and then go back, look how much further we can get, how much closer we can get without needing fuel. But we added 10 more jumps. So we're going to use this. Yeah, that's still bugging me. All right. Universal cartographer. Nothing. Okay. Exit. Exit. I'm full. We'll launch it out.
Landing couplers disengaged. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
And hopefully on our way out there and doing all our stuff, we'll be able to get some good scanning done. Because a good system could pay you out over 1 million credits. Okay, so what we're going to do, nope, not that. This is the one I wanted. All right, so we don't have any engineers unlocked yet, but this one,
You are clear of the station. Have a safe trip, Commander.
we just need to hit scout or higher. We'll get that very quickly here with what we're going to do. But when we get her, we need to have something in our inventory to give her to open up and allow us to do some engineering. So first thing we're doing is going to get a bunch of materials that we can trade off. A bunch of data material we can trade off and get her in, be able to get the engineering we want from her. And it's not going to take us all that much time. You'll see here in just a minute. Going to aim towards where we're going. Slow down a little bit. Honk the system. And as you can see, look at how much better we're scooping already. Okay, we got 24 bodies here. I'm going to go up. And once my ship starts cooling down, we're going to drop back down and point to where we're going to go. And go into this. Now, icy body, rocky bodies. These right here pay decent. And some of this stuff does. So, we're going to go ahead and do some scanning. Nothing here is something I'm going to want to do a surface scan on. This is going to be generally around your large bodies you go, and they're going to be down. So once you've gone and hit a big body up here, you're going to have the rest of them down this way. Okay. Sulfur and carbon are rich on that planet. And it's a landable planet. But right now, I'm not too concerned about that kind of stuff. I'm waiting for it to do a full scan because you'll get more credits for it. And this being this close into um, the start zones and stuff, everything's mapped out. You're not really going to get first exploration things like you'll see here. First discovered by, first map by, those kind of things are kind of whatever. You got to get out of what's called the bubble, the close-in area that everyone plays in. The main reason I'm doing this is the credit. These aren't the real good paying ones. We want high metal content worlds. They pay the best. Well, that we have option on right here. Okay, we got some signal sources here also, so we're going to go and check that out shortly. Here we go. Boom. Get back to the beginning. We have nickel, iron, yeah. Boom, get that asteroid cleared out. All right. There's still 7 more. I want to get these. Boom. Now they're all on the screen. We can just not need to worry anymore. Water-based life gas giant, that can actually pay you a little bit. Now you have to be 20,000 light years. 20 light years away to be able to turn in what we're making here. We should be getting pretty close. Okay, we've got one more gas giant. And we'll be done in this system. And we made, this probably would have paid us somewhere in the ballpark of, several $100,000. So, We'll exit that. We're gone. And jump. We're not going to surface scan any of those. And I'll show you when we get to something I'll surface scan. I'll talk you through my reasoning at that point. Oh, I didn't go and look at the signal sources. That's okay. We don't have limpets, and I don't feel like doing a bunch of scooping. Okay, we only have one body here. Nothing worth. Bunch of unidentified signal sources. Where are you at? We're not going to worry about it. We're going to go back to our trajectory. The signal sources come in handy. You can get engineering materials out of them and other things. And when we come in, first thing we always do is start the scan. We've got 13 on this one. All right, let's see what we've got. All of them right here. Nothing I'm going to really want to go and look around at. Over here. Over here. Through here. And some other places is what we want. If we don't see that, we're not going to do a full scan. It doesn't pay that much. Okay, face where we're going to be going. Start the fuel scoop. We've got 9 bodies. Nothing I'm going to be concerned thinking about doing. Let's go away from the sun a little bit more. Temperature's dropping. And let's fire it off. We only have one, so we're not going to worry about that. Because that just means all you've got is the sun. And And if you look at top right, it tells you what star class you're going to on your next run. So if this didn't have a fuel, if you needed fuel and the next one doesn't have it, grab the fuel there. Always watch your fuel. You don't need the fuel rats to have to come out and rescue you. Hey, pressure commit. How you doing? And we'll see here next system we come to at the station. I'll go ahead and dock at the station and get us empty out our cartography. We've got a lot of planets in this one. We've got systems. Where's that orbital? There it is. But before I go and do that, everything's mapped. So we'll go ahead and just go to the station. This is definitely not a very big little planetoid. The problem is, I don't have very much. I don't have any upgrades in my scanners yet. I overshot on both. Well, one overshot. And hit. Boom. That planet has a whole lot at it. We'll take a look and see what actually is on there. It is 8-3. Yeah, there is a lot on A3. Boom. Iron, nickel. Do we need that stuff? Chemical processors. Phosphorus. Manganese. And arsenic. So yeah, there are some things we could use. But I'm not going to worry about it yet. I think we should pick up a lot of this stuff. Between Jameson's, Dav's Hope, I think I'm going to hit that too today before. I'm not sure though, because of once I pick up the items in HIP, I don't want to carry it around. Only 190,000. Really? Only 175 for Llama System. Oh well. It's more credits. And we also haven't done any surface scans yet. So, go figure on that. That was our exploration just went up. Mostly aimless now. We're getting there. What was it I said she wanted us to have? Next level. So next level, we'll get her. She'll come up and do. Let's go ahead and get the flock out of here. And while the ship launches, I'm going to grab another drink. Alright. I was hoping that snack was still good, but it's not, so grab a different snack. Snap peas. They were in the fridge for too long. Generally, when I'm running, as long as I'm above half, I'm happy. On fuel. especially since I have it selected the way I do, where it primarily navigates me through the fueling sources. We are just not getting any good systems on this trip. I was really expecting to have some decent planets by now. All right. All mapped. We're still too close into the bubble to have systems that don't have, that's not already mapped up and things like that. All right. Temperatures start dropping. Drop, temp, drop. Thank you. Oops. Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. But we have an Earth-like world, but I'm not going to go and run out to it to map it. I'm starting to feel some get-theritis coming on. If I don't have a decent system here pretty soon, I think I might just run all the way out there without really doing much other than honking the system. We're not going to worry about that. Good enough. All right. Eight bodies in this one. And most of them are unexplored. And we've got 11 jumps left. I see. I want to find that one. Oh, come on, target it. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Just a rocky ice world. That's not really what I'm looking for. None of these are real high dollar ones. Bam. It's not scanning. And the last one. Boom. Let's get out of this system. Actually, looking at the session time, I think I'm going to hot dog it. And get us to where, over to Jameson's crash site. And just do quick jumps. Honk the system and jump, honk the system and jump. Got 10 more jumps. 35 bodies here. A lot of asteroid. We've got a station here. So I'm actually going to change up just a little bit. We've got heavy metals. Gas giants. So let's go ahead. Grant Orbital is pretty close. So yeah, we'll go ahead and scan this system. I'm going to land at Grant Orbital. Reset my stream so the videos don't go quite as long. Okay, yeah, we don't need to worry about that stuff. Ooh, dang it. I really hate when I'm too close to the sun. That could actually pay, but we don't have the stuff I want for that. You know what? Let's just hit Grand Orbital. And I'll reset the stream. And next stream will be Jameson's crash site. I'm depending on how long I sit cycling through Jameson's, I might head towards Dav's also on that stream. I'm not sure. I need to build up a lot of engineering materials. I think we might actually have enough exploration credits coming to us. We might bump the level up. That'll unlock Felicity, even though we don't have the components yet. Get that stuff going. I think, because I'm not going to do the mining on this one, we're going to do a lot of exploration on this playthrough. Get it done that way. It might amaze a lot of people, but I think I'm going to prove a point with this video and just do the exploration in the Cobra. Just to prove that it can be done. I've got videos out on YouTube for both rep grinds for the Federation and the Empire. I will be doing a little bit of that. Not sure which way I want to go with it yet. Only 120 something. Oh well. That's not going to be enough to get the message. Yeah. It's not enough for the message. Because we're only about 3/4 of the way through. Not even half. Alright, so I'm going to stop it here and resume in no time at all.